And Brudimus?
Elcon, is that you?
Hell yeah, it's me.
Nope.
That is not Elcon. That's his brother Aelcon.
Aelcon. Okay.
Differently.
We look solid. So I turned down the bitrate and turned down a bunch of other shit. So we should be fine. Damn! Never mind. Ooh, that sucked.
Woo! There we go. TurboTax. Wait, what?
TurboTax. The fuck?
It popped up on my screen. I was watching you, and TurboTax went. Nope.
Maybe it'll level out as we continue. If not, it's gonna suck, but we can deal with it.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Sound, as long as sound is fine, that's the big.
Yeah,
thing.
the sound is fine. Like we're A-okay in that department.
Okay. All right, sweet. We're live. Oh,
we're live. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, ChiefDucky, you have anything to say?
I am starting a character on Wilson because Josh here donated 5 gifted subs the other day. Wow. And the character on Wilson is a melee character, and I'm sorry if I say this really fucked up. Volvo Skya Utka. It translates to Barbarian Duck. I'm not sure how to feel about that, but the sad news is the mage that I was working on, the level 20 mage after finishing Act 1, can only be played on offline mode. I can't bring it to online mode, so that character will be on the back burner for a bit, but other than that, I have nothing else of importance.
Well, I have something of major importance. No, I don't know. It's thank you, all of you, for being loyal, making sure I'm not muted, loyal followers. I do, this is going to be odd, and Trevor, please correct me. I do want to shout out one new follower that has been a constant, and Trevor's actually bragged on you. What was his name? Trevor, or ChiefDucky? The guy that's been in every stream.
Oh, Axel. Axel.
Yes, I want to call out Axel and say thank you for being a very awesome follower. And I want to call everybody out and say thank you. To all of you for being awesome. What?
Nothing. I said nothing.
But thank you all. Without you guys, Relic Hunters wouldn't be possible. I do want to send out one more big shout out to our very own Robin, Nurse Purple Ranger, for helping so much through Patreon and other avenues, and all of you guys for being my Relic Hunters, for making this possible. Without you, I would be sitting in a chair looking really dumb talking to myself playing 7 characters. So thank you.
Is that just a Tuesday for you?
Yeah, you're not wrong. But thank you guys for characters, for bringing them to life, both seasons and seasons beyond. Thank you guys so much. On that note, I don't have anything else I need to talk about right now, so we're gonna throw to that beautiful bean footage.
That sounded like you're in pain there, bud.
He threw it too hard.
Well, all I gotta say is, shut the fuck up! Where's the footage? Oh, fuck, did it close out? Oh, what the fuck? Where did it close out? Hold up. Fuck up! Here we go! Shut the fuck up!
Throughout the years, many have fallen protecting this world, hunting what we now call relics. These relics give special powers and forms to those who wield them. Now, a new force has appeared to protect us. The relics have chosen new warriors to save their existence. They are the Relic Hunters.
Ba-ba-da-ba-damn, we are back.
Woo!
That's all I got.
Yep. Okay, so last week we had a lot happen. A lot of plot obstacles, whatever you want to call them. And we ended our episode last week with Elvira basically saving Jamie's butt, healing him, except for his hand. He's still got nub. He can still do spirit nubs. So that's where we're going to start off. Jamie, you were laying in the stairs. Everybody else is downstairs, but we're going to start off with you. You're laying right next to Ryan and Elvira's door. What do you want to do?
I guess I'm going to get up and go back downstairs to the team.
Okay, so as you go back downstairs, you're not nursing your wounds because you don't have them anymore other than your nub. And you make it downstairs. Everybody else was, if I remember correctly, was still sitting at the table. So, still kind of bewildered. As you come back down the stairs, will everybody please roll me a d6?
Sure. That would be a 5, sir.
Nope.
6, 2, 3, 5. Okie dokie. Everybody except for Jackie. You guys are just sitting at the table. Jamie, you come down the stairs. Jackie, you were still drunk. That is why you do not notice this.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You still got your drink in your hand. And everybody, you notice that Kowalski it looks like he's trying to build something next to his little curtain. Okay. And he's just hammering with his little flippers. He's hammering away. Oh, I can't use that right arm. He's hammering away on something next to the curtain. So what do you guys want to do?
I'm going to walk over to Kowalski and hesitantly approach Kowalski. What are you building there?
He jumps. He doesn't realize that you're there. Didn't expect you. What? You guys were talking, so I'm building my. And he stops.
Your
thing.
Yes.
You can tell. All of you can tell. Obviously, except Jackie, because Jackie is drunk at table. All of you, or you can tell what he's building looks kind of like a I won't call it a staircase, but it looks like it's a step of some sort. And so far it's made out of wood.
So, where is staircase supposed to go?
This is not for me.
Who's it for?
You say who's it for?
KJ.
And KJ appears out of the curtain. It's for me!
You get your own special staircase?
It's not the staircase, so I can sit up top, because I am. And he puffs out his chest. King!
I'm going to kneel. Oh yes, almighty King KJ. I bow before your mighty power.
You bow and he looks bewildered. Nobody ever bowed to me before.
What is your first command?
I don't know. I'm like a week and a half old. What's up? And he stops himself because he looks directly at Kowalski, and Kowalski just gives him a death glare because he makes sure he's not cussing.
Do not mind, peasant Kowalski. He is not part of this. He is not part of your court. I will be your humble knight forevermore.
Kowalski stops hammering and turns and gives you a fatherly death glare and goes, part of his court? I am his father. You can... KJ ears. KJ goes, what? Fuck off.
Oh, my bad. I am so sorry. I'm going to stand back up. So, these are meant for KJ then, pointing back to the stairs.
Kowalski nods.
Fair enough.
He turns back around and he stops hammering again after like 2 hammers and goes, oh, he looks like he digs just in his hip, but it's actually like he's got like a pocket. Okay. And he pulls out a small vial and he tosses it at you. He goes, here.
Do I need to roll to catch it?
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
That's a 4.
Yeah, you catch it.
Okay.
You catch it, and he goes, "Give that to Jackie. That may help her."
Is it supposed to sober her up?
He nods his head.
I'm going to walk over to Jackie.
As you're walking over, I want to say, in my experience, nodding of the head usually means it doesn't do exactly what they're saying. Just saying.
Well, we're about to find out. Hey, Jackie, drink this.
Pour it.
Pour it in your mouth? Oh,
She holds up glass. Pour it.
Please.
and I'm gonna pour it. I'm gonna snap the top off and pour it in the glass.
That's perfectly fine. It goes straight in the glass. As it pours in the glass, you got to remember your drink was green apple.
Mm-hmm.
And as you pour it in, it starts to swirl in the green, and it looks, it mixes, and it looks like an orange is now mixed in with the green.
The hell? Alright.
Do you down it or do you sip it?
I sip it.
Okay. Roll me d6.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh dear. Oh.
A 5? Awesome. Okay, so as you sip it, instead of being hit all at once, it makes you feel a little weird, but in your mind, you have a flashback. It flashes back to before you became a traveler, and you, like I said, in your mind, you feel this is a semi-real. You can tell it's a dream, like kind of like a daydream, but you're dressed in like orange scrubs, and it looks like you're in a very white hallway, and you hear screaming down the hallway, and then it flashes you back to current.
Well, that was weird. What? Who gave you this crap? Where did my accent go?
It
Oh my God,
does
there it
it sobers you up a little bit.
Where did
my accent
go?
The penguin gave it to me.
Okay. I'm gonna get you, motherfucker.
As you say, "I'm gonna get you, motherfucker," everybody hears. The alarm goes off in the pyramid.
Great.
Kowalski, status report.
Kowalski's still hammering. Ask KJ.
KJ, status report.
I got it. 1 second. And you hear, instead of just hitting buttons, you hear whoop, because he has to jump up to hit them. And he jumps up, and you hear. Huh. I don't know how to summon the vehicles, but there's a button up here that has a Y on it. I got you.
KJ, I'll come help. I'm gonna walk.
As you say, I come help. Roll me a d6.
Oh, son of a tit.
Oh, someone's about to get eaten.
And now everybody else, please. Oh God, everybody else, please roll me a d6 as well.
First one of the game. First one.
5, 2, 5, 6. Okay, so this is gonna be fun. As you go to help KJ, he has jumped up and hit a button.
Oh boy.
And the alarm goes off.
Okay.
And everything calms down. And the TV, it doesn't. You guys are fine right now. But the screen pops down, it drops in front of you, so all you guys can see it. And on the screen, it shows a giant building, and it looks like the building, and this is a very tall building, is crumbling.
What does it say?
Jimmy.
KJ jumps again. Goes, ah! You see Kowalski literally like stand up. He gets done hammering. He grabs the step stool, pulls it over to the behind the curtain, and you hear.
That's so adorable.
And then you hear the button hit. Okay, I can talk now. And he lets go. He goes, I think this is how you do it. I gotta press it. Okay, that was the large building. It got destroyed.
Yes, but exactly where is this at?
Canada.
Canada? We got to go to Canada.
Oh, Canada.
I'm reading off a prompter. Hold on. and you hear the speaker go. But he's still trying to learn the speaker, and Kowalski finally goes over and hits the speaker for him and goes, "Okay, it looks like there was a large build. That's Zeta Systems. Something has destroyed the building. You guys need to get there now." And then you hear KJ, because Kowalski still has the button pressed. He goes, "Ooh, I want to do it." Now, all of you feel tubes surround you.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Everybody, roll me a d6 one more time. 5, 6. Oh shit. I see a 2, and then Kyle put his face in his hand.
That's the universal symbol for the 1.
Rolled an Elvira.
Oh gosh. Okay, so all
as
of
the tube comes down, it's gonna be like, "You son!"
All of you are instantly
Oh, great. Great.
yeeted. You guys are all yeeted in there. As you were yeeted, you're yeeted in basically a sphere of all but Jamie and Mogar. You're kind of in a spinning circle. There's a meme somewhere on the internet from I want to say it's a Across the Seas movie where these guys are on a slingshot. They hit it, and then as they're in the air, they pull their
Oh,
trigger.
yeah. I know what you're
It's
talking
like
about.
that, but only with you three. The other two are just randomly flying. You three are able to kind of form a circular, and you land in midair. You land in the limo that is now flying, and you guys just swiftly, and you guys are not in your seats, but you guys kind of land through the back window. Jamie and Mogar,
Oh, this is fucking great.
you two are still flying. What do you guys want to do midair? You're very limited, but I want to ask.
Shit.
I'm actually gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna accept that I'm being yeeted.
Mogar?
Do we at least see the limo?
No. Especially you. Jamie might have been able to see the limo, but not you.
Even if I hit the ground at this point, meh.
I'm gonna try to like get control of myself while flying. And be like, okay, I'm gonna. Hunt is on, Relic of Combat. Whoa!
You are morph. You are morph. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna get on the comms, going, guys, help! Flying through air, can't. Where are you?
All you guys hear is.
Oh, God.
Wow, our mics are shit.
Is this T-Mobile service?
Oh.
Oof.
TM. It's TM T-Mobile.
Oh, that's rough, buddy.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so all we hear is the rustling of wind.
Yeah, harsh wind through the limo speakers.
Okay.
Before you finish that, Jamie, since you were just randomly flying through the air and you basically have given up on life.
No, I've given up on this. I've still got a lot to do in life, but fucking these things just kind of have a way of working themselves out.
Roll me a d6.
Oh boy, here we go.
I just need to know if I fly by the limo without actually going into it. I rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4. Okay, so as you're flying through the air, you don't see a limo, but you see a black seahorse flying next to you.
Flying like parallel to me.
Yep. It is basically caught up with you and is flying next to you, and it goes, and is just staring at you as you're flying through the air.
Can I attempt to grab the black seahorse?
Yeah, roll me a d6.
Come on, 1. Called it.
You rolled a 1.
Mm-hmm.
You reach for the black seahorse and are unable to grapple it.
That's unfortunate.
Mogar, roll me a d6. As you're flying through the air, you still are not able to stable yourself, but you do see this figure appear next to you in a cloak. I say appear, basically flies up next to you in a very large white cloak and extend a hand.
I'm gonna immediately grab it.
Like cloak, like the ghost from Scooby-Doo kind of cloak, or
just a very, basically, you just see the cloak with the whipping in the wind, and that's all you see. You can tell there's somebody underneath, but
okay.
So you grab the hand.
Just
as you grab the hand, roll me a d6.
He actually throws you faster than you were already falling.
6. You feel the hand grip tighter and literally pull you up and throw you.
Yeet.
You get yeeted. You get yeeted again, but you get yeeted into the limo. You again as well insert through the back window. You land not hard enough to hurt you, but you kind of land and roll because you're morphed, so you're a little bit larger. So, will the three of you in the limo please roll me a d6?
Oh, motherfucker.
Ooh, I hope that you're rolling to see if I careen to my death.
1 for Brian. Xander. 4. Okay. Zakar. The other two are able to get out of the way. Mogar plows into you and basically locks you up against the window of the front of the limo. You're not hurt, but
this is not what we should be calling bonding time.
Yeet.
This was not my intention. I was thrown in midair by some figure.
Man, there are two totally different characters because I would have said that much differently.
I about called you Elvira. Jamie.
You can call me whatever you want, big boy.
As you're flying through the air, uninhibited and falling,
you say free falling?
Yeah, you're basically free falling. The seahorse has left your side.
That's okay.
But you feel a pull on the back of your neck.
What?
Roll me a d6.
Dose. Twice as much as I got on my last roll.
So you don't see who's got you.
Nope.
But you are at least stable and you feel like you're gliding through the air now instead of falling.
Going to immediately, whatever the chick's name from Titanic, like spread my arms out. Rose, that was her name. Sorry, my brain is shot.
Okay, so I had it written down. Where'd you go?
In my mind, I hear Celine Dion's "My Heart Will Go On."
So as you four are in the limo, Zakar, you're kind of released from Mogar trapping or like slamming against you. You get this very deep hunger in your stomach, and this is thank you to David from 2 weeks ago. You get this very deep hunger in your stomach, but you feel like you want to fight as well. You know what I'm asking you to do.
I have not a clue.
Immediately you see the food entree like slowly released from the ceiling. What do you want to do?
Is there a foot-long sub sandwich available?
There is 2 foot long slices of bread.
I want to take both those pieces of bread, dual wield them like a madman, and be so frustrated that Mogar landed on me that I'm going to do an X-slash and try to attack him with the bread.
Okay. First, Mogar roll me a d6, and Zakar roll me a d6. 6, 5. Okay, so you're able to do the X-slash. You basically pick up these two. You realize, because you're, like I said, you're a little upset with Mogar. As you pick them up, you don't realize both these slices of bread are stale as fuck.
Oh god, no!
So they are extremely hard.
Oh no! Oh my god, okay.
Since you won the roll, please roll me a single d6. 2. Mogar, you take 1 damage because I'm halving that because you're more. But he literally raises up and slams you in an X with 2 foot-long pieces of bread.
Really? Wasn't my fault!
Xander and Jackie, you have sobered up completely by now. Both of you see this happen. Jackie just, whatever. And Xander just looking around like, I don't know what the fuck just happened.
I did not want to hurt him, so I grabbed bread. Just. That's all I wanted to do.
Wait, what was that? I love that bread sound effect.
Isn't that the noise that happens whenever you grab bread too?
Yes, it is.
I mean, I get that all the time.
I'm hungry. Hey, Subway, can you...
It's Subway, hit me up with that.
Anyways,
Yes.
before things get out of hand, I'm gonna realize I'm gonna be like, and knock on the front driver window and go, Jamie's not in here. He's still flying. Can we scoop him up?
You feel, or because you're standing pretty close to it, the window rolls down slightly, just enough that you can hear the voice, and you say, or you hear, sorry,
Saying, but backwards.
you hear, he'll be fine.
Do I recognize the voice?
No, it's a little scruffy. Like it was almost how I sounded, but it's a little scruffy.
It's grubby.
And then the window rolls back up.
Okay, if you say so, I believe you. Please, for the love of God, don't kill Jamie.
Alright, so all of you are riding in the limo now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you four will, well, not all of you. You four have, I'll give you a little bit to free talk if you guys want to. After everything that happened by talking to Ryan, Jason, and Von Helsing, you guys can discuss basically anything. You guys got just a little bit. I'm going to give you a little bit of like open forum here.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and demorph and sit down where I normally sit in the limo.
If you want to demorph, I gotta hear it.
Oh, the hunt is over.
I love doing the sound effect.
I was about to say, that's the whole reason why you wanted to hear it, was so you could make the sound effect.
But continue. So are you guys all just sitting there in silence?
I thought Mogar had something going on. That's why I was giving him the forum.
Right.
Go ahead, Mogar.
Okay, so we're heading back to Zeta Systems.
How do you
What?
know?
Because that's where KJ and Kowalski said that we're going to go to the building that just fell.
Great. That was a test.
Systems. Well,
Just
We
making
all
sure
did?
you and I are on the same page. Sorry, I need to mute myself. I'm on some shit tonight.
Okay, so from what you guys have told me, our main villain was training us?
Right.
Yeah. Testing us. I don't know if train's the right word, but yeah.
Torture is more like it.
And you said that he was training whatever to take out his higher up?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Fighting battle for bad guy for bad guy.
But he didn't tell any of us who this person was?
Of course
No.
not. That'd be too easy.
Why would they just go ahead and alter? Oh, look, yes, this is Big Cheese. Yes, please go kill him now.
I don't know.
You say big cheese, and literally the food thing raises and then relowers with only cheese on it.
I'm just gonna start eating at the cheeses now.
Don't cut the cheese.
No, no cutting, only consuming. But anyways, it is very alarming that Zebes himself is so powerful and there's somebody stronger than him. What says it about us right now? Hell, we lost some of our relics last time.
Yeah, that's another thing. I gotta apologize to you because if I'd known that would have happened, I wouldn't have done that. And we gotta try to find those relics as well.
There's a possibility that we could somehow get like a relic radar or something to help us find them a little better.
That would be very useful.
I don't know. I have a feeling they're just gonna show up when they want to. I mean, it's kind of how it's worked so far.
Law of attraction.
Kind of show up when we need it. I don't know.
As you say, show up when we need it, you hear the back window, the very back window, opens again, and through the window, the wonderful KJ comes crashing through.
Can I attempt to catch him?
Yeah, roll me a d6.
Yeah, roll 6.
Alright, KJ flies in, and you're able to, like,
Little buddy, why are you getting yeeted into limo?
I pressed the button, and I got yeeted too.
So I guess you are with us now.
1 second. And he kind of looks down, and he taps on his stomach. He's like, and he starts like tapping. You see this little tiny ass thing just tapping on himself, and you hear a ding. He goes, oh! And he digs, and he pulls out a small key, and he goes, here.
For me? Okay. Okay, does anything happen whenever I grab the key?
No. But as he hands you the key, he goes, here. And he hands it to you, and he tries to turn in your hand, but you kind of.
Oh, okay. I'll rotate him around.
You see on the back is a small keyhole.
On the back of KJ? Alright, I'm gonna, like... Okay, I'm sorry if this hurts you. Don't know what this will do. Everybody prepare!
As you stick the key into the back of KJ, you hear him go, tickle. He stops mid, and the top of his head opens up. And I can't with that look I'm getting. A projection opens up, and you see a small ding, and then another ding, and then it opens up the little, basically whatchamacallit, the hologram literally expands, and you see the entire Earth coming out from basically KJ's throat. His head completely opened up and swiveled. But you see it, and you see a bunch of dings all over the globe.
You know how I said relic radar? I think these are the relics.
Did you just kill KJ?
Hey KJ, are you dead?
He can't speak because half of his head is open if you take the key out.
We can
Just on the
ask him.
screen, it just says, yes, I'm alive.
You
We will-
basically turned him into a Canadian from South Park. DM.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh God. No, but seriously,
You're welcome.
I do not think he's dead. I think this was his purpose. Maybe he's more than little penguin. Obviously. But anyways, are we on the map? Are we flying in the trajectory of any relics close by? Like, are we in the path of any?
It looks like there's actually 3 dots. Well, there's a lot of dots that you guys are flying through, and there's a lot of dots you guys are passing by. But there looks like a small little cluster at the destination that you could tell is where Zeta Systems is.
You're telling me
you couldn't, but Xander and Mogar could, because Xander and Mogar have been.
So you're telling me that we are headed towards Zeta Systems, and there are currently 3 relics possibly within the area?
It looks very much so like that, yes.
Hey, Sakar, what happens if you tap it, like selecting it?
I'm gonna reach out and try to like tap on it, enlarge it. You know.
As you tap on it, it zooms in, and it zooms in on the 3. I'm guessing you're tapping with the 3 dots.
Yeah.
It zooms in on the 3, and it switches from like a green grid view and the dots, and it zooms in to what looks like a satellite picture of Zeta Systems.
Mm-hmm.
But Mogar and Xander, what you guys would notice is there's no building there. Where you guys knew as Zeta Systems, you could recognize the parking lot. It's completely gone.
Like the building itself is gone?
Yeah, there is rubble everywhere.
Oh,
destroyed.
It is destroyed.
I'm going to look over at Mogar and go, well, there goes any evidence of who would have done it, let alone anything corruptive that would have happened inside.
And
I'm just glad we don't have to deal with the security firm.
Under my breath, you can have them roll if they want to hear it or not. I'm going to say there goes any chances of me finding out more about the orphanage.
As you say more about the orphanage, you say it under your breath, right?
Yes.
You get a slight jolt in your wrist.
Okay.
As you do, the window in the front. I got something in my mouth. Sorry. The window in the front. Shut up. The window in the front slowly lowers, and you see the person in the front turn around.
Mm-hmm.
This person is the wonderful Felix.
Oh!
And he turns around. You can see a big scar right across his neck. And he turns around and he goes, "Hi." He coughs a little bit, and you can see as he coughs, it throbs. And that's why you couldn't recognize the voice. He sounds completely gravelly. And he turns to you, and he just kind of looks directly at you, Zakar, and he motions his finger and then turns back around and grabs a hold of you.
I'll get closer to the window.
Okay. As you kind of inch up there, Mogar hasn't moved as far as I know, so he's still kind of sitting by the window. So Mogar, you would be able to hear this conversation unless Zakar either kicks you or something happens. But
Mogar, this seems to be private conversation. Could you how you say fuck off?
Wow, man.
A little aggressive, but yeah. But can I see the KJ tracker projector?
Yeah, you still have KJ.
I'm gonna give it to Mogar. Like, here you go. You take little penguin tracker.
As you hand off KJ, both you guys roll me d6s, please.
Oh shit! Okay.
Fine. You guys are fine. The key wiggles a little bit in the slot, but it's still displaying. So Mogar, I'm guessing you head to the back of the Xeno limousine. There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Xeno limo.
Zakar, back to your conversation. Felix turns back around. He's, like I said, he's still got his hand on the wheel. You don't see anybody else in the front.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "You want to know more about the orphanage?"
Of course. I know I was framed. Nobody else believes me. And of course, Zeta Systems might be behind it.
He reaches down and he pulls it looks like a folder out of the glove box, and he sets it on the seat, and he pulls out a single sheet of paper and he hands it to you, and then puts the folder back in the glove box.
Okay, I'm going to examine the paper immediately.
All right. As you start looking at the paper, you're able to read some of it, but there's a lot that's been blacked out. Basically, I'm just gonna basically shorthand it for you.
That's fine.
But basically, what you can kind of make off of it is Zeta Systems ran the orphanage, and there was some shady business that seemed like it was going on at the orphanage, and that's basically all you can figure out.
Is this all that you have in this?
He nods. He doesn't say a word, but he nods.
I'm going to sit in silence for a few seconds,
Okay.
and then I just want to say it out loud like it's a general to everybody.
Yeah.
Even though the building was not there, we need to search the rubble and see if we can find anything salvageable. Whether it would give us information on our enemy, or... And I'm going to look back down at the paper. Personal gain.
You say personal gain, he reaches back over and you hear Felix sigh. And he opens up the glove box and takes the same folder out, and he pulls out 3 sheets of paper. And he hands them to you and goes, "Here, give these to them."
To them, meaning the others?
Yes.
Okay, I'll pass the papers out accordingly.
Okay. They'll have they don't have names on them, but they are color coordinated.
Okay. Then still.
Okay. So, are you guys taking your papers?
Yeah, as I'm passing them out to you guys, okay.
All right. Mogar, roll me a d6.
What is going on?
You're able to keep KJ steady and not lose the key out of his bag, so you're fine there. We're gonna start on my screen. Jackie, Zakar hands you the paper. I was gonna say, do you take it? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll take it.
You looking at it? Destroy it? What do you want to do?
No, I'm looking at it.
Right. As you look at it, you see the paper, and it's also got a bunch of stuff blacked out on it. But you do read on there that Zeta Systems owned your former place of employment, the CCG in Chicago. It also, at the very bottom, that hasn't been blacked out, it says termination of former employee, and it states your name. That's the gist of what you can make out of it. Alright, before you do too much reacting, we're going to jump over to Xander. Zakar, you giving paper to Xander?
Yeah.
Alright, Xander, what are you doing with the paper?
I'm gonna examine it.
Okay. You look down and kind of looking across it, and your paper is not blacked out, but there is only one sentence on it at the very top. It says, "Come find me," and that's all it says. It is marked with a Zeta Systems tag and whatnot, but that is all you says.
Is it handwritten or is it typed out?
It is typed out. Alright, now we're going to jump Mogar. Zakar, handing it to Mogar. Mogar, what are you doing with yours?
So, like, before you even hands it to me, like, I was gonna see it with the KJ projection, how he tapped on, like, the 3 dots or whatever. I was gonna see if, like, you could zoom in to, like, see if it shows the specific relic.
You're trying to click on, like, the specific dot?
Yeah, to see if it'll pop up saying this is a relic or whatever, and, like, show the picture.
As you click on one of the dots, it flashes red, and it won't let you zoom anymore.
Oh, I wasn't really trying for zoom. But, alright. Trade, I'm gonna give KJ back the Zakar.
Zakar, you're getting KJ back. Please, both of you roll a d6. 5. Okay, KJ's safe. You're just handing around half a headless penguin. Alright, so Mogar, you take I'm assuming you take the paper.
Yep. Alright, what's this?
You reading it?
Mm-hmm.
As you look down, you start to read. Yours is also has a majority of it blacked out. Hoping I'm not muted. Okay. As you look at it and a lot of it's blacked out, you do see throughout it mentions, I don't remember what we called your mother, so I do apologize.
Alexa,
there we go. But you do see your mother's name mentioned a lot. Like I said, just appearing, and a lot of the stuff is blacked out. At the bottom, it looks like in bold letters at the bottom, erasure successful. So now on that point, I'm going to jump over to Jamie, which we have left literally hanging for quite some time.
Am I back?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I got an actual chair now. So
You're
I
fine.
sit in the frame correctly, but I actually have to lean down to my computer now.
Gosh dang it. So, Jamie, you're flying through the air. Roll me d6 to see if you can see behind you or not. See who's carrying you, basically.
Holy shit, a 6.
You rolled a
I
6.
did it, guys. I
All
got
right,
it, guys.
As
there.
you kind of you're able to kind of look around. You're flailing. You're hitting this person that's holding onto you with your nub.
Wait, I'm flailing. I thought I was Celine Dion's "Our Heart Will Go Oning."
Well, okay. What do you want
That's
to do?
not a flail.
What do you want to do?
That-
You're flying and you just got grabbed by the neck and now you're coasting.
Yeah, as I stated previously, I want to do the rose at the front of the Titanic arm spreads.
Okay.
And in my head, I hear Celine Dion's "My Heart Will Go On," which is the song that plays during that part.
That is fine. As you do this, do you turn around to see who's got you?
Yes, but actually, I'm going to slightly whistle the Celine Dion, so do do do, and then I'm gonna look backwards.
Oh my gosh, you're horrible. Okay, so as your heart will go on, you kind of turn your head to see.
My heart will go for it.
I can't. I freaking can't. Behind you, the figure that has you basically by your collar, flying you through the air, and you will notice that you're getting closer and closer to what you now see is the limo flying through the air. And this figure is it's all they're all clad in like black. You can't really make out their face, but they are. It's not a. I won't call it a cloak or a robe, but it looks very abstract, kind of like maybe goo or mud or something. And you see pieces kind of falling off through the air. But this person has you by the collar, and you do feel kind of on the back of your neck. Well, it feels like mud, like very, very, like mud moss, just kind of dripping down the back of your neck, carrying you.
And you, just to clarify, because I'm stupid, you meant they as in an individual, not they as in a group of individuals, right?
Correct.
Okay. Just
When I say they, most of the time, unless I specify, they will mean, because I don't want to give out the gender or give away who he or she is, and I don't like saying he or she.
He and or she. Okay, but anyway, I'm just gonna look at the thing, person.
Yes.
I guess person would be the appropriate term.
It's got a person-esque.
Well, I'm gonna look at the person. I'm like, thanks for the lift. Says exactly like that.
Very
Lift,
gurgly.
question mark.
You hear you. Very gurgly. You hear. Thank you.
And we're flying towards the limo.
Yep.
I'm going to.
You've been flying for a little bit. Like by that whole conversation, you've just basically been carrying on, seeing Celine Dion. And,
as we're flying towards the window, I want to cup my hands around my mouth and be like, "Incoming!"
all of you inside the limo hear incoming. After receiving your papers, all of you hear incoming. But this figure doesn't throw you through the window. It
That's a
sets
first.
you on top.
That landing was not as hot as I expected. Thank you, whoever you are.
They release you and kind of, I won't say fly, but coast off.
Okay.
So, and you're right next to the sunroof. So,
Beautiful.
I'll
I'd like to. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna hit the button for the sunroof.
woohoo!
I'm gonna.
Sunroof open.
I'm gonna slip in through the sunroof, and I want to do the superhero landing when I get in.
Roll me d6.
6.
You're as you slide in through the window. You've got very little time, but you're able to land. Which hand are you putting down for your superhero
The
landing?
nub.
Nub.
Are you nubbing
Nub
the floor?
hands down.
As you swing your hand
Sorry.
down and hit the nub on the floor,
Nub's down.
it's still healing. So you hit the nub on the floor, and I didn't mean to roll that high, but you take 6 damage.
Oh, rude.
Your nub is throbbing. That sounds really freaking wrong. It hurts a lot there.
It was like, you were the one that chose the nub, not me. You said I took 6 damage?
6, yes.
Okay, sorry. I have to lean forward to do math.
You were fine.
Well, as Jamie's coming through the fucking sunroof and hurting themselves, I'm going to get down on their low because I'm assuming they're still crouched down.
Yeah.
Yeah, superhero landing.
Hey, look who's back. I'm going to point at the window.
You see through the window, and you do see he hasn't rolled it back up. You do see your butler.
Ooh. I'm going to... Oh, wait. I think Xander's wanting to react to something.
Yeah, Saunders.
Well, before all this is happening, he comes out of the sunroof out of nowhere.
Yep.
Can I look out the windows to see what what aircraft or whatever all thing?
Roll a d6.
What?
Anybody who wants to take a gander, roll a d6.
Out of character, would you believe me if I told you I flew in on the powers of Fabulous?
God dang it. Alright, so
Knowing
Xander, you rolled a 6.
Yeah.
You see a figure, like I said, coasting away, but this figure is leaving behind some disgusting brownish green goop.
Oh, gross.
By the way, there is brownish green goop on the sunroof and on the roof.
Oh, God, that's gross.
I'm gonna look at Mogar, and I'm gonna go. Okay, Relic Hunter Guru. Brownish green goop. Go.
Well, the only green character that was goopy was Bob, but we've seen him in. What do you mean?
Mogar, since you are the Relic Hunter expert, I was gonna say you would recognize a little bit, and maybe not recognize, but you would maybe get the inkling that it was the swamp thing relic that only appeared in one episode.
Okay, so rewind my sentence. Okay, so there was only pretty much 2 green goop characters. One was Bob, but we've seen him. And the other one was this swamp creature thing.
As you guys are discussing that, you're still rolling through your head about the papers. You feel the limo come to a halt. Not a halt, but it flies down and parks. And out to your right, you guys all see out of the right side of the limo, you see the completely leveled data systems building.
I think we should go check out the rubble.
I agree.
I'm going to open the side door, get out, and start sprinting towards it. As I'm sprinting towards it, the hunt is on. Shadow of Time relic unleashed.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to keep running towards it.
As you're running and that happens, you hear Aku behind you go, "Hey, stop running!
Why? We have to go.
My legs are only... I don't want to run."
I'll start speed walking.
You stop and just fucking old
Like a
lady
power
walk.
walker at the mall.
Old lady walk.
Yeah.
Aku catches up to you, and you I won't say you completely left everybody in the dust, but you're a ways off from them.
Well, I wasn't trying to just fucking fuck off. I was trying to give the opportunity to where people wanted to follow me simultaneously, huh. Then we could follow each other.
Okay.
It's in succession, yeah.
Okay.
I was giving that kind of window of opportunity.
That's perfectly fine. Everybody,
scene.
what do you guys want to do? Ow.
The scene. The limo lands. The car at the doorway in a 3-point stance. Door opens. Duke.
What does everybody want to do?
I'm going to reach through the limo window that leads up front, and I'm actually going to give Felix a hug.
You're going to give Felix a hug. Alright, roll a d6.
3.
Alright, as you reach to give Felix a hug, you kind of reach you feel odd. You don't, like yourself, don't feel odd, but as you reach to give him a hug, just something feels off. And he sits there and he raises up and he looks bewildered. Like, you giving him a hug is so odd, so he just kind of taps your arm and pulls it off of him. And
As I've leaned through the window, it's like, I've been in a mood, just go with it, and then he'll pull my arm off.
Yeah. Alright, what are you other three doing?
So, before like I get out of the limo or anything like that, I'm gonna finally realize, like, oh shit, that is Felix, because I haven't even acknowledged it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, hey, sorry we couldn't help or save you, or I'm glad you're okay.
That's all he does. He just holds up a finger.
I have the pride.
Anyways, then I'm gonna take my paper and I'm gonna actually give it to Jamie.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jamie, what do you do with the paper?
As what most business people do whenever you hand them documentation, I'm gonna read it.
Alright, I don't know, were you paying attention?
I am insulted, kind sir. Yes.
You were muted. Sometimes muted don't attention.
You know full well I listen better whenever I'm not.
That's true.
I mean, whenever I'm not actively looking at the thing I'm talking
basically
to.
it's the same thing that I told him. What do you do with the paper after you get done reading?
I'm just going to hand it back to it. I'm like, where did you find this?
Handing it back to Mogar?
Yeah.
Okay.
And be like, well, Felix gave Zakar 3 pieces of paper and Zakar gave to us.
Interesting. Interesting indeed. Oh, he's gonna actually look like he just realized something horrible gonna happen. He's gonna be like, Xander got one too, didn't he?
Yeah, and as he said Xander, I'm actually going to turn and hand him my paper too.
You turn Xander and hand yeah.
Yeah, that right there.
Yes, I'm going to also give Xander the paper,
Right.
and after that I was going to get the jacket.
Alright, Xander, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna look at it and I go, huh, this yours has more than 3 frickin' words on it. And I'm gonna, after I get done reading, I'm gonna hand it I'm gonna look at Mogar and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna gesture towards Jackie and I'm like, you're sharing everybody else, you want me to just hand it to her?
Nobody
that's
wanted
fine.
to share with Zakar. I feel bad for Zakar right now.
Or even
Well, I would assume that he would have looked at it before he handed it to us.
Zakar? Nope. I was gonna say I don't think he did. Usually, ChiefDucky will let me know if he did. He was respecting your privacy and giving you guys what you need.
My man.
Yes,
Gentleman.
yes. Respect, Zakar. Respect.
Respect.
Jackie, what are you doing?
I start to act like I'm gonna fold it up and put it away, but seeing everybody else kind of sharing and stuff, I look over and
Are you trading
Which way?
papers too?
yeah,
Okay.
and I kind of hand it over towards the car.
Alright, so you all trade papers. Everybody knows what everybody else.
I will literally just turn mine around because it says, come find me.
Ooh, I wonder who he is.
I have a
Do
few.
you think that it could be your mom? I mean, I don't know if she was working with Zeta Systems secretly.
So I think it's the other person in that equation.
Ooh, father?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had daddy issues too.
Show of hands. Anybody else?
Have daddy issues? No. My raising was great, all things considered. But that's not the point.
About this time as you guys are all doing this, Jackie, roll me d6.
Oh God.
What did Jackie do?
3. You are still feeling a little bit of the effects of the
Zeus juice.
the liquor and the Zeus. No, the
Say the Zeus juice. I love it.
the Kowalski cocktail.
Oh, I like that. That was clever.
Stand
you
your
go.
drink at the bar.
The Kowalski cocktail, and you feel like you're in that dream moment again. And like I said, you're in orange scrubs. You're in white halls and stuff, and hustling, bustling. You get a more vivid picture now of everything going on, and you hear screaming and crying and panic. And you can see nurses down the hallway. What do you want to do? You can actually move in this dream sequence real quick.
Oh, it's a dream sequence. Oh, this is fucking.
I immediately start to run towards wherever it's coming from.
As you run forward, one of your what you would see, like I said, looks like a fellow nurse, stumbles out of the room, and looks like there's blood on their scrubs slightly, and then you flash back, and you're back out of the dream sequence.
Yo, what was in that shit?
Zakar, you are out of the vehicle, so sadly you cannot answer this.
I know.
I
know.
so wish you were still in the vehicle.
Oh yeah, he left. Oh shit. God damn.
We're basically, this is all taking place very quickly, so you guys
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
be back with the car shortly.
It's all happening at once.
Yeah.
So you took my paper and just left.
Peace.
Yeet.
Alright, so as you were all doing this, you hear outside, and Zakar, you would see this. There is a figure that looks like he is not appeared, but he has flown fairly quickly and is hovering above the rubble of Zeta Systems and laughing maniacally. Just Finally. Finally.
So, with me being close enough to hear this, would I be like within like shouting distance?
Yes. Of everyone, basically.
So-
You're
so-
very loud too. You're Russian.
So, exactly what am I looking at above?
Ouch, the stereotype is real.
Anyway, you see, you can't make out, obviously, like, the body type's very muscular, and it looks like this person, I'll say he's a male, it looks like he has a very odd shaped globe on his head. He's got a rainbow-esque cape draped off of him. He looks like he's got some armor on his chest, and he's floating, and you see what looks like kind of like an aqua, very light blue mist under him.
Okay.
Like I said, he's got, like I said, like a spherical, kind of like a fishbowl-esque
I got you.
helmet on.
Oi, who are ya?
He stops what he's doing and kind of looks down and goes, "Hey, are you talking to me?"
Of course I'm talking to you. Who else would I be talking to?
There's a lot of people around here, and he points to a couple dead bodies scattered among the ruins.
Are you the one that destroyed the building?
Oh, yeah, they've wronged me, so why not?
They've wronged me.
Who are you?
My name is Bex Quint.
What exactly are you, Bex Quint?
I am the wonderful Bex Quint, a magician of all sorts throughout the world.
And I'm supposed
You
to
said
know
we
you
all
why.
hear this, right?
Yes, well,
Yeah.
you guys are in the vehicle, but yes, Zakar is the only one.
I am yelling, obviously, but I'm not
Okay.
gonna fucking yell into the fucking
We're
mic.
hearing
Yeah,
Zakar.
no, you're good.
Me personally, I'm gonna look around. I'm like, if we're hearing Zakar yelling at something, probably get out of the limo. So that's
Oh,
get
yeah.
out of the limo.
You say that, and Felix goes, "I also have a yeet button if you would like me to use it."
No.
Well, yeah, we'll just skedaddle right out of here, okay?
You ourselves.
He rolls up the window.
Don't
Such
you
a-
do it.
Such a good man.
I'm just gonna get out of the vehicle. I'm gonna start running towards where his car is and be like, all right, let's do it again.
Alright.
The hunt is on. Combat rally.
Oh my god.
I
as
love
I-
how into it you get.
And as I get up to the car, like side by side, I'm gonna be like, who's the Mysterio knockoff?
Oof. Big oof.
You say Mysterio knockoff, and Bex, without motion, or without like a blink of an eye, you feel yourself being raised off the ground.
Would I notice this?
Are you looking at Bex or are you looking at Mogar?
Well, Mogar, as soon as Mogar came, like, he's right beside me, so I am going to turn
Yeah,
my
he would
attention
be-
over,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you would see Mogar slowly start to float off the ground.
I'm going to point my sword at Bex. I'm going to focus shadow energy into the tip and fire, like, a volley of it at him, while shouting, "Let him go!"
Roll me 2d6. And I'm gonna let everybody else catch up after
A 6 and a
fire.
5.
Nice. Okay,
Nice.
so as you fire your volley of dark sword energy, that Vex sits there and it goes directly through him. You can tell as it goes through him that he's not actually there.
It is a hologram, be careful! The real one may be nearby.
Now to you other three, what are you guys doing?
Yes.
So I can get you caught up.
Yes. Yes. See?
In the passing around of papers, did I get handed anybody else's, or was it just Mogar's?
All of you have seen everybody else's except the cars. How's that?
Okay, cool. I'm going to make sure I don't have anybody else's papers, and I'm going to go after Zakar. Actually, I say I'm going to go after Zakar. What I'm actually doing is getting away from Xander.
Oh, wow.
That is fine. Do you morph?
Yeah, why not? Mostly because I want to see if there's still a glove. Anyway, the hunt is on. Which one do I want to use? Cuban Strong Unleashed. There we go.
Ooh.
That's the one.
Yes. So you insert your Cuban cigar into your snub nose and fire
Cuban
with
strong.
your right hand, which, by the way, is abnormally difficult. By the way, because you don't
I
have
know.
another hand to insert the Cuban.
I am wholly aware how fucked you've made this.
Not
Mhm.
my fault. It's not. Decisions you guys make me do this. This is not me. So anyway, yes, you were able to, as you fire, you hear and whoa, and you are fully morphed. Yes, I just did like a full inhale.
Is there still a glove on the nub hand?
Do
Just
you
a
look
loose
down at your
glove?
nub hand?
Of course. That's what I want to know.
There is not a glove. No.
Damn it.
Your snub nosed is mechanically attached to your nub. So you have a free hand and a snub nose.
Turned into Sin City.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's like
Hell yeah.
it's like fucking RoboCop.
Basically.
Just like, yeah, good. Now I can shoot people easier, I guess. All right, yeah, I'm a run towards Zakar.
Do you pulling up next to him, behind him? You do see Mogar starting to float.
Ooh. Actually, scratch that. I didn't know I could see Mogar float. I'm just gonna immediately jump and grab onto Mogar and see if I can pull him back down to the ground with my weight.
Roll me a d6.
How does a 2 do you?
Ouch. Okay, so as you reach up, you're able to grab Mogar and pull him down, but you're not used to your attachment yet, and it fires on accident as you
do I
reach
shoot
across.
him?
No, okay, so I assume you're running to the back. You jump up and you reach your arms around, right?
Mm-hmm.
As you do that, you fire. Your left hand would be aimed directly at Zakar.
You
Oof.
motherfucker.
You fire at Zakar. Keep in mind what most of your powers do. Zakar, you were completely enveloped in a bubble shield.
Okay.
As I shoot it, I want to yell, "Would you believe me if I told you that was an accident?"
But you were completely engulfed in a bubble. You can still talk, but you've got talk to him and everything. You got a shield around you. You're kind of stuck in until Jamie decides to release.
A little bit of a quick shooter, aren't you?
I'm just gonna glare at him.
Okay, so Xander and Jackie, what are you guys doing?
Oh,
And that's a glare that you have to feel because you wouldn't be able to see it through the helmet.
just 1 second. I gotta get something.
Okay, you're good.
I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna see this floating thing, right?
Yeah, you're gonna see the Bex floating, and then you're gonna see Zakar in a bubble, and Jamie grasping a hold and Mogar, and they're both on the ground now.
Great. The hunt is on. Eruption blast.
You are morphed and lava filled.
Jason,
So.
can you...
You don't hear a word.
Great.
You hate me.
Yes, I do. That's all I'm gonna do for now.
Are you running up, or are you just gonna step out of the vehicle and?
I'm gonna step up next to Zakar, but I'm going to scan the area.
You're going to scan the area?
Yes.
Okay. You see rubble, you see dead bodies, you see everything I had already told you. Roll me d6. 5. As you, like I said, as you scan the area, you see everything that I've described. You also see a glint amongst the rubble, but it's behind where Bex is floating.
There's a particular color to it, or is it just a...
Nope, just a glint.
Okay. I'm gonna take a mental note on where that is, and then focus on Bex.
Okie doke. Jackie?
As I get out, I want to kind of scan to look at the people. Do I see anybody breathing or anything?
As you scan across, roll me a d6.
No.
No, you do not, sadly. You see the dead bodies, but you can't tell if they're breathing, if they're moving, or anything.
Okay.
You're still a little messed up from your daydream.
Yeah. And the first person I see, I'm just gonna make a beeline right toward him and just go, "The hunt is on! Wild West Relic! Unleashed!"
Yeah! Whoa. Shut up, ChiefDucky. Yes, the hat has come out, and I love it. Alright, you're able to run over to this person. Roll me another d6 as you kneel down. This person is dead.
Damn it.
Damn.
Ooh.
And
You can tell, as you kneel down, that this person it looks like they're very sharply dressed in a suit and tie. Maybe they were a businessman of some sort that may have been working in the building.
okay.
The suit's all torn up, like they're torn up, but you can still tell what it was to an extent. So,
Okay.
all right. So as now everybody is out of the limo takes off. And as all of this is happening and whatnot, Bex, that you see floating in there, he chuckles again and I didn't know Zeta Systems had backers, especially colorful ones. Keep in mind, he has a rainbow cape.
Yeah.
No, we get how flamboyant this guy is. We got it.
So he said Zeta System had backers?
Yep.
I
He
am
said
not
he didn't know.
I am not affiliated with Zeta Systems at all. In fact, I'm kinda happy you destroyed building. Little annoyed that I couldn't salvage data first, But congratulations nonetheless.
As you say salvage data, another one of him appears basically right next to him and goes, Data? I've got all the data from Zeta. Trust me. Trust me. This is how we do everything here.
I'm going to take a few steps forward, actually lowering my weapon.
Okay.
I will not fight you in exchange for information.
Both copies of him kind of look at you and go, so you're not with Zeta Systems?
No. In fact...
And you hear this in unison, by the way.
In fact, they're the reason why I got sent to prison.
Both are just
and I turned my head.
Is there anybody else looking at Zakar?
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody's basically kind of like, holy crap, Zakar just said that.
Out loud.
I am indeed, but I in character went. Ooh.
By the way, I forget who had him. Mogar, did you have?
He handed him back to Zakar.
Zakar, what did you do with KJ? If you don't like, because you ran out the door, I've got an idea of what may have happened to him. So,
just roll with that. Oh, go with your idea.
You're fine. KJ, whenever you left him morph, KJ fell on the ground.
Okay.
His head closed. He's fine. The key did fall out of his back, so you don't know where that's at.
Okay.
But he does. KJ does stand up, and he's looking around, and he's oddly kind of looking at all of you guys and looking up at Bex, and he looks up. He goes, "What kind of production value is that?"
Wait, are we critiquing the bad guy on his performance?
KJ is, yes.
Do we all hear this too?
Yes, everybody hears KJ yell this.
We'll be like, oh, that's what I said.
I'm so focusing on it. I'm not gonna break stance from this because I'm serious right now.
Oh yeah, you're completely serious. You got KJ's my comic relief right now.
No. I'm just letting it like that's why the car's just standing there like deadlocked on Bex.
On Bex.
Wait, aren't you still trapped inside the bubble shield?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. But I'm not
Look
muffled.
over at Jamie. I look over at Jamie. I'm like, can you let him go?
I would like to say yes, but I don't know how.
Do you want to try something?
Not at all.
Zakar is completely stone-faced, staring up at Bex. Bex, again, duplicates into a third. So there are now 3 of them floating, and all 3 of them subtly land. And all 3 of them, again, talking in unison, go, so why are we facing off?
I thought you were an enemy. My apologies.
Destroying Zeta Systems. I'm trying to take them out one building by one. I figured I'd start at the top.
Were any of these people innocent?
Doesn't matter to me. I'm no hero.
Hero or not, is my offer accepted or declined?
You literally see the 3 of them look at each other like they're actually looking at people, and then look back at you and go, I don't want to help anybody unless it's destroying Zeta Systems, and you seem like you care about innocence, so...
I care about innocent people. The company itself, I would love to see it burn in a pile of ash.
I got Jamie. Do you have any response to this? This is now your company. Keep in mind.
Nope, just oof.
Okay.
Oof.
This car's gonna get louder. I'm not gonna shout because I'm really not.
No, you're good. You're good.
I want to find out who imprisoned me all those years ago.
We can sift through the data, and this is Bex talking again. We can sift through the data. It might take a while, and he divides again.
St. Genovesa Orphanage, 10 years ago.
Kind of wonder if he's just doing it subconsciously.
What'd you call the orphanage?
St. Genovesa Orphanage.
You say that, and you see all of the copies of Bex just freeze. They look like they literally crashed. Out from a good 100 feet away comes a small, frail-looking older man with a cane, and he hobbles, and you see, all of you would see this, like it's far away, but all of you would see this. He lifts up the cane, and he basically is projecting his voice through the cane. He goes, "Well, what did you say about the orphanage?"
I was the one that was arrested 10 years ago, after the bodies were found.
You mean my orphanage?
Is that you? The dean?
The old man gets a little closer, takes him a little bit, raises up his cane again. He goes, I own the orphanage. Zeta Systems is the reason, and he sounds really young. Like, he looks old, but he sounds really young. And through the projection, because he can still hear you, he's projecting. He goes,
Headmaster.
but yeah, that I don't know what happened. You were the one that did it, or the one that?
At that moment, I'm going to cut him off. I'm going to shadow step like as close as I can to him.
Roll me a d6.
Yep.
And then Jamie, roll me a d6.
Oh shit, that was actually really good.
Well, you got me beat, I can tell you that.
You attempt to shadow step.
Ooh, that was a 6.
You rolled a 6.
Yeah.
You attempt to shadow step, and you shadow step into the barrier, so you don't move, but the barrier does drop. Now.
Oh, sweet.
So you, and then the barrier drops.
I'm gonna get a look of embarrassment underneath my helmet, and then I'm going to attempt to shadow step again. Not saying a damn word.
Roll me another d6.
That one was a 4.
Okay, you're able to shadow step, just not all the way to him. You're probably within about, I'd say about 25 feet of him now.
I was accused of that crime. Everyone knows. Well, only I know my innocence. Everyone else condemns me.
Well, yeah, if you're blamed, I had no clue. I was exiled.
Why were you exiled?
He looks around, raises up his cane, and hits a button on the cane. And as he does, you see skates pop out of his shoes. And literally, he literally glides towards you a little bit, and he gets really close where nobody else can hear you and goes, how does it look if a old-looking man and then an orphanage that he owns burns down? You gotta remember, I don't think I ever met you, but I'm only 31.
I just look 97.
Then why do you look so old and decrepit?
He with his other hand, he grabs, and he kind of pulls down his shirt a little bit. You see a symbol. Mm-hmm. You would not know it.
Yeah.
But it is the symbol of the Order of the Gargoyle.
Okay. I'm going to look at the symbol and remember it for later, because it would look like something that Mogar would know. Mm-hmm. But for the moment,
you wouldn't recognize it, but you've seen it before because you would see it on Jason.
Yeah. So you were exiled. Do you have any clue, or at least I'm guessing you're the one controlling these clones? Do you have any data of what happened that day? The file that I was given was blacked out.
The data that I have collected that I haven't been able to go through, we just destroyed the building.
Can we go through the data now?
Back at home base.
Where's home base?
How can I trust you?
The hunt is over.
Oof, symbolic lowering of the weapons.
Sorry, that was a bad Aku
That
laugh.
was Aku. I thought that was the old man that started laughing. Like, this was my moment.
Sorry. I wasn't prepped. I didn't prep Aku today.
No. And then obviously I'm going to put away my my weapons at my side after I demorph.
Okay.
This should be show of faith enough. I'm not going to raise a single hand against you or slight you in any way. You have my oath. My word is the only thing that I have.
He reaches out to shake your hand with his left hand.
I'll extend my hand to shake it.
You both shake hands. Please roll me a d6.
Shit, fucker. 4.
You said 4?
Yep.
Alright. You were able, as you shake hands, you were able to feel a slight tremble. What do you do?
Like, what kind of tremble are we talking about? Like, body tremble?
Under your feet.
What is going on?
That is it. You're just asking the question.
Yeah, like, well, I'm concerned. I'm not. Like, what is going on?
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
As you say what's going on, and you feel that tremble, immediately, right in front of you, a Z completely impales the old man.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh.
Out of just hardcore reflex, I'm going to morph again. Can I morph again, or is it too soon to morph?
You can attempt. You got to roll a d6. To
I know. What relics do I have? I have the Shadow Relic, and
you got Aku and Joe. Okay, Joe.
Skate.
Old man Jojo.
The Hunt is on. Shadow of Time Relic unleashed. And then let me roll.
Yeah. Okay, you're clear. You had to roll higher than a 3.
Okay.
So. Yep.
And then,
so you were able to morph. You still have his hand, by the way.
As I complete the transformation, I'm going to take one of my katanas and cut this. Like, he says the Z pops out. I'm guessing it's part of like a staff, and there's something underneath it, right?
What do you mean?
Like the Z pops out. Is there like a rod or some kind of cylindrical object?
Think Lord Zed's staff, just basically the bottom of it impaling him.
Lord Zed's staff.
I'm going to quickly, as fast as I can, cut through the staff to release the old man, and then
roll 2d6.
Okay. A 5 and a 4.
You go to cut it, and your blade actually bounces off, and you can tell in your blade chips.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Well, okay. Is anything happening after that, or?
The old man is glowing slightly. Will you focus?
Yeah, mine is kind of doing the same thing.
You're talking to the cameras, and I'm like, I am.
I'm like, damn. What color is he glowing?
What color is he glowing?
Yeah.
It seems like an array of colors. It's shifting as it glows.
Oh, nice save.
As I guess after my sword bounces off, I'm gonna say that it flies out of my hand, because if it's fucking like rebounding that hard, it's going to shake my hand enough for me to drop the blade.
Well, you're morphed, so you're able to hold on to it if you want.
Well, I'll drop the blade and.
Do you want to drop it? Okay, that's fine. You're
and,
able to...
and reach up to the old man and like touch him, I guess. Try to save him or something, even though he's impaled.
Yeah. So you want to try to grab his face, shoulder,
try to grab right here and trying to with both arms. Mm-hmm. So try to lift him off of because you say it went through his chest.
It went all the way through him. It came out the top of his head.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh,
it went in anus, out head.
Oh well, then I'll grab his hand. Then fuck, damn. Woo.
It was bad. It was bad. One bad stabbing.
Let me hold your hand.
Now, when this happened, did the Becks disappear?
No.
Okay.
I was waiting for someone to ask it.
I was just going to use my powers of eyeballs later.
So I've got to ask real quick. Jackie, have you moved on to a different person, or are you just standing up watching everything?
I had moved on to another person, but...
roll me a d6.
Okay. And then I was watching everything that was happening.
Okay. So you rolled a 5. So you actually found a person that was still alive. This person, this female, was actually sort of dressed in, I won't say a suit, but like a nice dress. Looked like she had worked in the tower as well. But this person looks extremely familiar to you. That's all I'm gonna say right now.
Oh, okay.
Miss, can you hear me?
She coughs up a little bit of blood,
Oof.
and she's wheezing, trying to talk.
Okay, and I
You
grab her
wanna ask any
hand.
You grab her hand. All right.
Yeah.
You grab
Can
her hand, and you feel an odd sensation.
Which would be.
Just an odd sensation.
Okay.
Do you want to ask any questions? Do you want to try to do anything else?
Miss, if you can hear me, squeeze my hand.
You feel slight pressure in your hand.
Okay, guys, somebody's live over here.
All right. Does anybody go over to Jackie, or at least look that way?
I'll look over that way.
Me too.
Okay.
Well, as she says that, and those two are looking
Yeah.
that way, I'm gonna be like, "All right, there's still people alive here. We need to get a grip of the situation while someone gets these people to safety."
Okay. So Xander, roll me a d6. Same with Jamie, please, as you look over.
Me? Ha! That's a 1.
Wow.
Hey, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but there's a sky. It's probably blue.
Jamie, roll me another d6 because you're rolling with advantage on this one.
5. I like that better.
The reason you're rolling with advantage because this is your building. You would know some of the people.
Ooh, good.
Xander, you would kind of recognize this person.
Okay.
I would like to clarify for both players in the audience. It wasn't my building before like a week ago in canon where my parents got murdered. So
But
it's not like I know the people.
But
I just
you've
would
been
know of
here.
them.
You've at
Yeah.
least seen faces.
I'm just wanting to make that clarification.
This person especially, you spent more time with than others because this is Tanya.
Oh shit.
This is the small maid. She was one of your maids along with your butler. And this is her laying on the ground.
Shit, I'm gonna run over.
As you run over, I'm going to jump back. Zakar, you have hand of old man, dead man.
Yeah.
Old man. Dead.
Actually, I wanted to. So as they go do that, I was gonna walk up to Zakar and be like,
Wait, so all this is going on, somebody just got impaled and you're going to walk up to Zakar? Okay. I just wanted to clarify. I love you, Kyle.
"I love you too." Anyways,
continue.
when go up to Zakar in orderly fashion, I'm gonna like put my hand on his shoulder and like the hand on the old man. I'm gonna be like, "I know that he was important to you."
I would stop him right there, like, no, the fuck he wasn't.
Do you react to the hand on your shoulder? Because you wouldn't have seen him coming up.
Yeah, I'm going to like, instead of like sling it off, I'm like, no, the fuck he wasn't. He was just some old man I just met that knew a little bit about my past. Importance? Ha! I just wanted data.
Okay, then let's team up and get it from him. I'm gonna point it to the.
Well, as you can tell, he's glowing. I want to see if his body does anything.
Are you okay? So basically, both
You
of
know
you
what?
have a hold.
Yeah,
Hold on.
okay.
Go ahead. What do you want to say?
I'm looking at Mogar. Fine. You know what? I'll show you how little I care. I'm going to like shove his hand off the old man. I'm just going to.
Get it?
You're gonna pull him in half.
Yeah.
Pull him off. All right. Roll a d6 because you may actually be able to do this. He's frail. 5. You're able to pull him in half. As you do, the glow fades, and as like I said, as the body splits in half, he disappears.
Okay.
He basically both sides shrink, and on the ground falls. I am blanking hardcore right now.
Describe the thing, and I might be able to tell you what it is.
There we go. Okay, no, my brain had it. No, on the ground because he actually, whenever you pull him in half, he feels easy to pull. Not super easy, but easier than a person should.
Yeah.
And both sides of him turn into a comic book.
So I'm holding a
Now
comic.
torn in half comic book.
Okay. So I'm going to start with the comic book, and I'm going to try to compress it back together.
You're able to put it together, but it's not. It won't reseal.
Unfortunate. So Zebus is here, right?
Zebus's staff was still on the ground. As you pull it above, Zebus's staff disappeared. Yes.
Oh, so okay, the staff disappeared.
It has now disappeared. Yeah.
What a shame. It looks like this could have been a relic.
Just be happy it wasn't one of the fake ones, and you're not currently burning alive.
That is true. That is true. So as you say that, the 5 of the floating Becks are standing there, and you hear a different voice come out of all 5 in unison.
Oh, that's not creepy.
It looks like you have failed another one of my tests.
Well, we wouldn't be failing if you would stop killing them all!
I'm killing them after you fail. You make your decisions.
Oof.
This is worse than 50-50 booking.
God.
Nobody answers. This is still you can tell this is Zebus's voice, by the way.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, we got
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
response. Nobody gets my joke though.
No, I didn't get your joke. That's okay.
Instead of hiding behind the clones, why not just show yourself again like you normally do?
Keep in mind, everything I'm doing is coming from 5 people.
Yeah, the creep factor is definitely
So-
not even.
Oh yeah. As the laugh subsides, you all notice the rocks and the rubble start to move by themselves.
Ooh, that sounds like our cue to get out of here.
What do you guys want to do?
Other than say that sounds like our cue to get out of here.
So what's
I wanna-
happening? The ground is splitting?
No. The rubble of the building is
Oh,
starting
okay.
to move and
Ah, I got
literally it looks
Is
like
the
it's
glint still there?
moving. You cannot see it at the moment.
I want to try and carry or drag this lady in front of me
I'd like to help.
to a safe area.
Okay, so you two are starting to drag her body away from the rubble. As you do, again, the rubble is moving, and all of you see the rubble start to rebuild the building.
I'm sorry, the fuck? Like Superman rebuild Wall of China breath kind of rebuilding?
Yeah, like it looks like it's rewinding in time.
I'm glad that you got that reference. But anyway,
Well, look over at Zakar and go, well, I guess you're going to get your chance again.
Yeah.
Zakar, you look so upset.
Zakar is, I would imagine, quite seethingly angry.
Yeah, at this point I am.
And I'm proud of you for being in character. Said out of character, but anyway.
So, go ahead.
At this point, I'm going to shove the ripped comic into the bag of infinite holding. Crotch pockets.
Crotch pockets.
Buckets.
I'll deal with this later. So, is the building fully reformed yet, or is it still in the process of reforming?
It's still in the process.
Well, then I'll just stand and watch this shit happen.
It's just
I mean, same.
as it's reforming, you hear the one by one the Becks start to disappear,
Okay.
and behind where all you guys are kind of watching the building and whatnot, Zebus slowly walks forward, and you guys hear his voice coming from behind you. You ask, and I shall appear.
So was all this an illusion?
Partially.
So this
You
building
must test your metal and quick acting. Mogar failed. You almost passed.
I almost passed.
Yep. You
Hey.
let your anger get the best of you when you ripped him in half.
Well, you split them
That's
already. So that
What
would
caused him to pass?
Yeah, yes, blame me when...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yes, blame me when you're the one who impaled him.
I did impale him. I impale all of my failed relics.
Oof.
Then why haven't you impaled yourself yet?
Oh!
Because me, myself, am not a relic.
If that's the only thing that's stopping you, then you may... I want to stop.
Stop mid-sentence.
Just...
He's literally got a big old smile on his very ugly face.
He's enjoying this.
Anyways, this building, it's real. Meaning the machines inside of it are real. Meaning my past is in that building. Yes or no?
Yes and no. What he told you was not a lie. The data is elsewhere, but it is also in that building once it... I can't wait. And you literally see him hold out his hand, the staff, and he hits a button on the staff, and the building just instant reforms. It was an illusion. The building was an illusion.
If I fail at getting this relic, at least grant me the ability to find out more about my past.
We will speak soon.
Do you mind if I go in?
It's not my building.
How did I fail?
I knew you were gonna say something.
Oh yeah, because Zakar
I
was...
just didn't know it.
DM, at this moment, with how the moment is, would I remember that Jamie... This is Jamie's company? In clear
Yeah,
conscience?
I'd say yeah.
Jamie, so would you know a layout of this building?
Better than most? Yeah.
Come with me, pretty nubby boy.
You know, just because you called me pretty, and I'm gonna try and, like, while still carrying Tanya, because I don't think she's gotten any better.
Nope.
You didn't, like, say she magicked off. I'm gonna start dragging Tanya towards the car.
You will all see, there's still dead bodies and bodies strewn about. There's no longer rubble on them.
Mogart, find out more about dead bodies. Talk to evil dude over there.
Talk to evil dude over there. I like it.
We're at this point, Zakar's more focused on getting to the computers than anything else, so he's like absentmindedly just throwing out terminology.
So you're just running inside.
Yeah, I'll help Jamie carry the person in without any question.
Jackie, are you going with them since you were also attached to Tanya, basically?
Yes.
Okay.
Just in the most Jamie move ever, you start going a separate way and you just let go of the unconscious body.
By the way, Mogar, he did not answer you. He ignored you completely. Sander, what are you doing?
I'm gonna find KJ and try to find the key.
Shit, you're right.
So, KJ is actually standing maybe 5 or 6 feet in front of Zebus right now.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't realize Zebus is behind him. Mogar, what are you doing?
Just gonna look down and be like,
KJ looks at you from across the way and goes, "What are you trying to say?"
turn around!
Come here, KJ.
KJ turns around after saying and looks up at Zebus and goes, "Ah!" He falls over and he's frozen in fear. We are actually gonna leave the episode right there.
Son of a bitch!
Or KJ.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers leave a penguin to die.
So, guys, Relic
They tried to leave a penguin to
Roundtable.
die twice.
Relic
Twice this
Roundtable.
episode.
Let's ask questions. Okay, first question. Hi, everybody. I'll ask the first question. What the fuck do you mean I could have saved? Okay, what the old man comic book motherfucker. He was already split in half. The fuck was I supposed to do? Just take him off the stab, mend him together with a little super glue, call it a day, and use it? That's a bunch of horse shit.
He didn't say you could save the man. He said you could have saved the relic.
The man was the relic!
Exactly. If you wouldn't have torn him in half, if you would have let Mogar's hand stay there, which is why Mogar failed, you would have both had a relic. Mogar, you should not.
I didn't feel myself!
You fought the old man.
I love that halfway through, they're just like, and Mogar bailed, and he's like, what the fuck?
I didn't do shit.
Exactly.
I had my hand there.
It's cool.
No, my hand was there. You took it off. I didn't fail. You failed me.
Alright! It was split in half, motherfucker! It was my bad! It was a bad judgment call! Next time, I'll let you do it!
Next time.
I'm just really curious.
Next time you talk to the dead body.
I'm just dying laughing right now because right now we've had so far 2 people have been impaled in front of one of our relic hunters.
Exactly! It's just impalement after impalement!
Jackie looked at the person that got impaled that had just helped her and walked off. Zakar and Mogar look at this person. Mogar rips this Zakar rips this person in half, and Mogar goes, "Did I fail? Or how did I fail?" So does anybody have any other questions?
I don't have a question. I'm just proud to say that you didn't choke me out this episode.
Yeah!
You're welcome. You're
First
welcome.
Made it
episode!
one whole episode, guys.
Woohoo!
Progress.
I wasn't treated as the bad guy one time, except for by Xander. But one time.
So did everybody enjoy this episode?
It was nutty. I liked it.
I was gonna have you guys fight, but I figured it's better for story for you guys to save the fight to the next episode when you're actually gonna fight someone major. So, you can flip me off all you want, Zakar.
What are you talking about? Scratching my head.
Uh-huh.
No.
Does Chad have any questions?
I was gonna say, that's what I was about to ask, so I'm got my phone up.
Chat. There's a chat?
There is a chat. Does any of my Relic Hunters have any other questions?
Why do it be like that sometimes?
It do be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
It do be like that.
Oh. Ryan's got questions on his mind, but I don't know if he wants
But
to
he just
ask
doesn't
them.
want to answer them. Or doesn't
No.
want to ask them.
There's no point in me asking them because Josh will not answer them. So
Maybe.
no, you won't.
No, you won't, he says.
It's like, I know you.
No,
So-
I know. No, because you, and I quote, "You're mad at me," and yes, I am, and you know exactly why I'm mad at you.
Why?
Why? You give everybody else voices in their head, and the one time that I get one, you take them away from me.
I haven't taken him away. Something's happened to him.
Same difference.
And secondly, production value. I lost my shit.
I was hoping you got that one. That was aimed
Oh, yeah.
directly at you. The 50-50 booking was aimed at you and Kyle.
I got that as the. As
I didn't get the
wrestler.
50-50 booking reference.
Well, the-
WWE uses 50-50 booking no matter what, and it's a big joke in the wrestling world.
Yep, I got it. Yep.
I just went too in-depth. Now I'm doing good. Alright,
Oh.
so I hope everybody had a good episode this time. If there's no other questions, we're going to go ahead and cut it. Any other questions?
Edit.
Bye, everybody. Have a good night.
Alright, roll that bean footage, please.
Oh, everybody. Oh, wait, there's a question.
Oh, there's a question.
Oh, there's a question. Did I miss it?
It was just asked. What's a scene you might like with another character, and who would it be?
I want to sit Xander down and figure out what the fuck his problem is with me so we can get this shit on lock.
First of all, there is no problem because we buried that shit the last time we had this talk.
I don't know. You just let me get carried off by a rabid werewolf and was like, nah, he needs this tea. I don't think that's burying the hatchet, dude.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that's.
Yeah,
I don't know
you
what
deserved
Indian
it.
tribe you come from that's the buried hatchet. But shit, it might be the dig up a tribe or whatever.
So I was not about to fight my alter ego, and I didn't want to mess with that. So,
I get that, but you could have just been like, nah, man, I just don't want to help. You're gonna be like, no, he deserved this shit.
Oh
How
my
dare
God.
he speak his mind about not wanting to lose a fucking hand for no goddamn reason?
Oh my
So
fucking
I
god.
want- I want a sit-down conversation scene between Jamie and Jackie just to see how bad that blows up.
I don't know if that was intended as an insult at Jamie's socializing skills or if it was Jackie's tolerance of Jamie, but either way, I am offended.
Wow. I feel so attacked right now.
Xander is also very heated because he didn't get a really good chance to look at Zakar's note, and for good reason, because I don't want into that mind, because
Nobody has seen Zakar's note because Zakar didn't hand his note to anybody. Zakar's like, fuck y'all.
No, I know, but Xander, looking at Mogar's and looking at Jackie's, and his only having 3 words on it, come find me.
Your 3 words, surprise, like unbeknownst to you, means more than
I can imagine.
other things.
Yeah,
When we get back into the pyramid or whatever, the joint room is just gonna have like corkboard over up, pictures, and like red yarn. It's gonna be like, what does it mean?
Yep.
Does anybody else have any conversations that they want to have?
Honestly, it's a little meta, but Jamie wants to have a conversation with Elvira to figure out what in the fuck he did that was so bad that he had to lose a goddamn hand. Because he didn't kill the daughter.
I would probably put Zakar and Jason back together in a room.
See, and I can say this confidently, you will get your conversation with Jason. And
Give me the spice.
Jamie, you'll get your conversation with Elvira.
It's gonna be meta. So meta. Me talking to me from the past.
For me, it's probably another, like, actual in-depth conversation with Gaia. Just to be like, what the fuck?
You may or may not get that one.
What up, bitch? What the fuck you mean?
You threw a rock on me.
Come in here, throw a rock on our ass,
You
then just
throw a
fuck
rock
off?
on me, you bitch. What about you, Kyle?
There's a couple ones. I guess it would be with Michael and his mother. Yep, I knew that.
I
laugh
can't
was
promise that
I
one.
didn't like that chuckle.
coming. Yep,
Just
knew that
saying.
laugh was coming.
I can't promise that one.
I guess another one would be Michael and Bobo.
That will most likely happen. Just like Xander will get to talk to his father soon.
Motherfucker.
Bo, 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 bo.
What about you, Jackie? I see you about wanting to think about say something. Wants to think I can't.
Yeah.
Is that English?
Apparently.
I've got 2, I think.
Okay.
Jackie and Jamie, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
and then Jackie and who was it?
Well, shoot, I would love to help you, but I don't know who it was either.
Oh, okay, yeah, and the guy from her past.
Wait, what?
He's
Oh yeah, there is a the whole, like I said, you're daydreaming.
mm-hmm.
Oh,
Will-
yeah.
will, uh-oh. Hello. Okay,
Oh, that one.
is everybody there?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm still there.
my screen all froze. So, but
Because your screen sucks.
yeah, my internet connection just became unstable again. But yeah, more will be explained in the form of daydreams due to the Kowalski cocktail.
Mm.
Patent pending.
That's my secret, Josh. My connection is always unstable.
That's just my emotional status.
Damn, roasted.
Oof,
So-
oof.
I'm all good. Does anybody have any more they want to say?
Fuck no.
I'm pretty
Alright.
good at the moment.
Let's roll that beautiful ending bean footage, please.
Footage.
Okay, shut the fuck up. Bye.